All right, so today we will be solving systems of equations using substitution. Here are the steps. There are 8 example totals for our notes today. We will be using this as our first example. It should be on your paper.
Yes.
Okay. So look at the 2 equations. Is one already have x by itself or y by itself? Yes. Which one? The first one. It's y equals 4x. So that means in my second equation, everywhere there's a y, I'm going to plug in what? 4x, right? So let's actually go and do that. So we have 3x, and then I'm going to substitute in that 4x. Don't forget we're adding, right? So there's a plus right there. Equals negative 21. All I did is I took that 4x and replaced it with the y. Because it's substituting in the spot. So what is 3x plus 4x? 7x is equal to negative 21. Questions?
Yes.
How do I get rid of the 7 in front of the x? Divide. Good. What you do to one side? Cool. What is x equal to? Negative 3. So now, guess what we get to do? Substitute one more time. We know that x is equal to negative 3. So I'm going to plug it in that top equation one more time. I'm going to use it. So instead of having y is equal to 4x, I'm now going to have y is equal to 4 times what number? Good. And what is 4 times negative 3? So y is equal to negative 12. So now my question to you is, when we write our ordered pairs, what variable comes first, x or y?
X.
Good. So if I put x comma y, what is my x value? Good. What is my y value? And that's your answer in green. Good? All right, look at your 2 equations here. Do you have x equals or y equals anywhere? No. But looking at that top equation, could it be easy to get one of them by itself? Okay, there's no right or wrong answer with this. It's all about preference. Do you want to solve for x or for y on that top one? Solve for x? Okay.
Shouldn't we solve for y though?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So we're going to solve for x. So let's do x plus y equals 10.
You write too fast for me.
I'm sorry. We're solving for x.
I don't have.
How do I get rid of a positive y? Good. So subtract y, subtract y. So x is equal to what number? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for having your phone away. All right. Now that we know what x is, we can go and replace x with that right there. Are you ready? So we're going to rewrite that second line, but instead of x, we're putting negative y plus 10. So let's do pink. So we have 5 parentheses. Oh, it comes out purple, yeah. And our x is negative y plus 10.
Okay, so wait. I didn't even write 5 or wrote parentheses.
All right, there are parentheses there. We do not like parentheses. So how do we get rid of parentheses? Multiplying, thank you. Someone said multiply. What is 5 times negative y?
Negative 5.
Perfect. Negative 5 times 10?
It's a positive 5.
I'm sorry, positive 5 times 10, thank you.
50.
Positive, right?
Yes.
Thank you. And then my minus y equals 2 comes down. Let's clean up the left-hand side. Say it again.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, I was just saying it out loud.
Oh, okay.
What are we boxing?
So negative 5y minus y
Yes.
is what number? Negative 6 plus 50 equals 2. Because I combine the negative 5y with the negative y. Negative 5 minus 1.
Had it.
Okay, so now we need to get y by itself. So I box in that negative 6y. What is outside my box?
50.
How do I get rid of it? Good. Subtract 50, subtract 50.
Whoa.
That goes away. And you are left with negative 6y equals what? Negative 48. All right, last part for the y. How do I get y by itself?
Divided by negative 6.
Good, thank you.
What was that?
Y is equal to what?
8.
Positive?
Yes.
Because of the 2 negatives, right? Okay. Do we have a value for y?
Yes.
Yes, we just solved for it. Do we have a value for x? No. So we can take this 8. We're going to take that 8 and plug it in there.
Negative 8.
And then on the outside too, right?
No.
You're not going to put it on that negative y?
Oh, yeah, and the negative y, yeah. So x is equal to negative plus 10. I'm going to plug in that 8 like you told me to. So that gives me x is equal to negative 8 plus 10, which is what number?
2.
Positive 2. Put it as a ordered pair. 2, 8. All right, recording's on. Do we have x or y as a variable by itself?
No.
No.
I know.
Which equation would you like to rearrange?
This is the top one.
The second one.
The second one?
Don't the top one. Don't the stone.
I like the second one because there's a 0 there.
Okay.
And that's going to be less work for us. So the question is, would you like to solve for x or would you like to solve for y?
Y.
Okay. So I'm going to box in my y, draw my line. How do I move the 6x over?
You do the -6.
Minus 6x thank you, on both sides. That cancels out and that leaves me with 6y equals negative 6x. All right, one step and we have y by itself.
Divide the 6.
Perfect. So divide by 6 on both sides. That's a 6 down there. Y is equal to negative 1x, or you could just put negative x, right?
Yeah. If it's just one.
Exactly. Good job.
Hey, I got it.
So now that we have y by itself, I can replace things. Everywhere there's a y up here, I'm going to now put what?
Negative x.
Negative x. Good.
But wait, do we have to solve for negative x?
Nope.
Really?
Only one time.
Ah.
All right, here we go. So negative 7x plus 2.
I want to go to a Chinese buffet. Those things slap.
Focus.
I understand.
We're replacing it with what? Negative x
Did you eat?
No. I had cereal for breakfast.
equals 18.
Should have been.
All right. I'm going to give you a second to get caught up. All right, so now that we've substituted the negative x in for y, I need to get rid of those parentheses. I do that by multiplying. So everything else is going to drop. I have negative 7x. What is 2 times negative x? Negative 2x. Good. And that's equal to? Good. All right, can I combine the x's on the left? Yeah, they're both x's. So what is negative 7 minus 2?
Negative 5.
Whoa, almost. A bigger negative number. Negative 9. We're going
yeah,
more
that's
to the
right.
left.
That's right. I don't know why I thought it was adding.
Because you're sleepy.
You have no idea.
All right, last step, and then you have x by itself. By what? Negative 9, right?
Yeah.
So what is x equal to? Perfect. So you have the x value. Do you have the y value? No, but could we get the y value really easy? So anywhere there's an x, we're going to plug in negative 2. What we just found, right? So y is equal to a negative, and then put in that negative 2 for x. 2 negatives is going to give us a, there you go, so positive 2. So our value, our x comma y is negative 2 comma positive 2. Be careful with your signs. All right, we are halfway done. Looking at your 2 equations that you have, do you have x or y by itself? No. That means we need to solve for either x or y in one of those equations. I don't care which one. Which one do you want to solve for, the top or the bottom?
Top.
Bottom? I hear more bottoms. I'm sorry. You're good. Do you want to solve for x or do you want to solve for y? Y? Okay. Using that bottom one, we're solving for y. All right. I boxed in my y. I drew my line. Now what? Add 8. 8 or just? Okay. Ugh.
Just 4y. Wait, no,
Sorry. 8x plus 8x. So negative 4y is equal to 8x minus 20. Now what? There you go. So we get y is equal to, good. Good job. All right, that is a lot to substitute in, so be very careful. We're going to go to that top equation. Everywhere there is a y, so only one spot, there's going to be all of that. All right, so we have 4x plus 2 equals 10. We're going to plug in that negative 2x plus 5. Distribute. What is 4x drops? The pizza is the positive 2. So what is 2 times negative 2? 2 times 5. Good. Equals 10. All right. What is 4x minus 4x? 4 apples, and I threw 4 apples out the window. How many apples do I have?
None. We gotta stop.
None. Huh? Oh, sorry. So now we have 10 is equal to 10. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
If it is true, we say infinite. Infinite, many. There you go. If I would have gotten a false statement,
Then it would be no solution.
then it would be no solution. Good job. So we like these problems when things cancel out because that's way less work. You ready to move on? We're on the back now, right? Or are we already on the back? We were on the back. All right, so quick check. All right, so looking at these two equations, it looks like the bottom equation is going to be easier because we have a positive y. So I'm going to rearrange that second equation to get that positive y by itself, meaning I need to get rid of that negative x. How do I get rid of the negative x?
Plus X.
Plus x to the 3, right? Thank you. So I get y is equal to what? X plus 3. All right, now we need to take that
Shut up.
and plug that in for y. So I'm going to rewrite it off to the side. Negative 3x plus 3. Plug in a different number. Or equation, right? X plus 3. Parentheses, thank you. I was switching colors.
Oh, my fault.
You're good. Equals negative 4. We have parentheses, right?
Yeah.
We don't like parentheses. We need to distribute.
Oh, they look kind of cool.
Distribute that positive 3, it's your pizza, to everybody in the house only. So we have negative 3x plus 3x plus 9 equals negative 4. That doesn't even look like a...
Write y as a 4 one more time. I'm gonna lose it.
Look at your 3 x's. What is negative 3 plus positive 3? So that's gone. And we have 9 is equal to negative 4. That is not true. It's false. So that means no solution. And this is where we stop today.
Yeah.